When Howard Carter opened Tutankhamun's tomb, he reportedly said, "I see things, wonderful things." This is what really happens when archaeologists make those amazing discoveries. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is the dramatic moment last year when archaeologists filmed themselves as they lifted the capstone of a 4,000-year-old tomb. It would change our understanding of how Bronze Age people buried their loved ones. After discovering the tomb with geophysics, archaeologist Kenny Brophy and his team had to wait a year to be able to open it.
Oh my god!
That's some metal.
This is cool as fuck! We might have to bleep that out.
Yes, so there's a lot of excitement on site.
This is an incredibly exciting moment in archaeology, isn't it? Because a lot of archaeological excavation is about very gradually uncovering things.
Yes.
This is a rather momentous
Yes.
uncovering of a grave.
There was a real sense that we just didn't know what we were going to find, which is one of the great excitements of archaeology, of course. But this really was a mystery.
But there was one big surprise. No sign of his body remained.
I imagined in my mind's eye that when the kiss was opened we would see a skeleton lying there, maybe with a nice piece of pottery next to it, and nothing I saw conformed to anything that I expected.
But the team did recover this mysterious white material.
One thing we did notice when we were digging, though, that there was a kind of white powder.
It was this powder that would solve the mystery of the missing skeleton.
We found out there was some kind of calcite substance which would suggest it came from bone, and that bone was perhaps broken down by body fluids that were leaking from the body, and then the bones all dissolved. And so essentially that bag of material there is probably the only remnants that are left of the person who was buried in this kist, which is, I suppose, a sad end really to this person.
For me, the most exciting finds from this grave are also the smallest ones. And there they are. In amongst those objects in the grave, archaeologists also found these tiny things. They're flower heads. Now, archaeologists often find pollen in graves, but pollen could get there because it's blown in, or perhaps arrives in the grave in food and drink that have been placed in there with the body. But here what we have is actual flower heads. So we know for the first time that Bronze Age people placed flowers in the graves of their dead, that flowers were part of the Bronze Age funeral ritual just as they are today.